All right, everyone, welcome back. We're diving deep today just for you. We're going to be exploring a phrase, actually. It's something deceptively simple on the surface. You ready for this? It's the path of progress. I know, it sounds kind of basic, right? But let me tell you, when I started prepping with our experts' research here, well, the more I thought about it, the more questions I had.
Yeah, see, the thing is that vagueness, that's kind of the cool part. It's like instead of boxing us in, it's like we got this wide open space, we get to really explore what progress even means, like without someone telling us what to think.
That is such a good point. It's like we're all handed this blank canvas and they're like, all right, paint your path. But then you got to figure out, like, hold on, what colors even go with progress? And where do I even start?
Exactly. And that's where it gets fun, like suddenly you got to ask yourself, what does progress mean? Are we all supposed to be on the same path, like a highway? Or are there a bunch of paths, each going somewhere different?
And it's not even just about the path, right? Like, got to figure out how do you even measure progress. One article you sent me, it was this tech CEO, right? He's saying colonizing Mars, that's the ultimate progress. But then, like, in that environmental study, totally different story. They're saying, no, progress is all about living sustainably in harmony with nature, totally clashes.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It's all subjective, tied up in what DOBE value as individuals. Yeah. Like for the CEO guy, tech is everything, even if it, hurts the environment. But the environmentalists, they're saying the planet comes first, even if it means some tech stuff has to wait.
So, like, how do we make sense of that when there are such different ideas about progress? Can we even agree on, like, a definition?
That's $1 million question, right? And honestly, I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all answer.
Yeah.
Progress, it's always changing. Society, culture, even what individuals want, that all shapes it.
So wait, are you saying there's no right or wrong answer to what progress is?
It's less about right or wrong, more about realizing there are different ways of seeing it. What matters is we talk about it, We acknowledge that, yeah, there might be conflict, but maybe, just maybe, we can find some common ground.
That makes sense. Not about saying one person's right, the other's wrong. It's about saying, hey, this is complex and your view matters too.
Exactly. And that brings up another point. When we talk progress, whose voices are we hearing the loudest? A lot of times, it's the folks in charge, right? The powerful people. But what about the people who don't have that much power? Marginalized communities. Progress might hit them differently, and their voices matter too.
Whoa. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. It's like we're looking at this huge picture of progress, but only some parts are lit up, while others are in the shadows.
That's it. That's exactly it. So we got to actively look for those different perspectives, challenge our own ideas about what progress means and who benefits from it.
So, okay, after all this, the path of progress, I'm seeing it less like a straight line, more like one of those choose your own adventure books, lots of paths, twists and turns, and you don't always know where you'll end up. It's the choices we make and even our idea of progress that can change along the way.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Don't get overwhelmed by all the choices and stuff. Embrace it. Figure out what progress means for your work, your relationships, your life. What does success look like for you? And who's impacted by what you do?
So it's not just about seeing progress in the world. It's about making our own paths and realizing that what we do, it affects others.
Exactly. So here's your challenge this week. Pay attention to how people talk about progress. Companies, politicians, even your friends and family. When they say they're doing something for progress, ask yourself, whose definition are they using? Does it match up with what you believe?
Wow, that's a powerful challenge. Makes you realize we all shape how we see progress. Thanks for taking us on this deep dive today. It's really changed how I think about it.
The thinking doesn't stop here. Keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep figuring out your path.
All right, everyone.